talked about that.
They don't put us on pages. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know. But he ain't want that to be the case because that stopped him from getting the glory. You know what I'm saying? Look at that shit, man. Shalom, Mark.
From the top.
Start, man. Give all honor, praise, and glory to you.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahakwadah Shukah.
I will honor to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone who were well. Peace and blessings to the brothers teaching the truth across the four corners of the earth. And as well as peace and blessings, Shalom Rabarakim, to you newly awakened Israelites, women, children, men, friends of the prophets of the Israelite nation, which consists of so-called blacks, Latinos, Negroes, African Americans, Hispanics, and Native American Indians and West Indians. Shalom. So as you can see, man, as you can see, you know, time's drawn, seem like they're drawn to a close, but really we just gonna focus on, you know, what's at hand. Matter of fact, let's start with that Ezekiel. Ezekiel 33 and 7.
All right, come. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 7. Right. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Yep. You see, unto who?
Unto the house of Israel.
Come on.
Therefore, thou shalt hear the word at my mouth.
So when you're a watchman, obviously the Lord, he's dealing with you. You see what I'm saying? way of informing. You know what I'm saying? In an informal way. Matter of fact, let me get that word for informing real quick. You got it one time, bro.
All right, come. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word of my mouth.
Right? And what's the word? The word is what the Lord say was going to go down. Matter of fact, hold that, and we get what's that? Isaiah 46 and 10. Declaring the come.
This is Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning.
So what does it mean to declare? Let's get that word declare real quick. Declare. Say something in a solemn. See, in solemn alludes to serious. You see what I'm saying? It says saying something in a solemn and emphatic manner. I was under sort of, I'm going to just get the synonyms. Proclaim, announce, state, look, communicate. You see what I'm saying? So when the Lord declares, he communicates. You see what I'm saying? That goes perfectly right into what we're going into. So that's why he said back, did you finish that Isaiah?
No, not the whole thing.
One more time, Slocky. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10.
Yep.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
So now when we go on that word declare, the Lord is telling us he's communicating the end from the beginning, right? And he's doing that through a medium, if you will. You see what I'm saying? Which is the prophets. Go ahead.
Declaring the end from the beginning,
right? And
from ancient times, the things that are not yet done.
You see what I'm saying? So prophets, they get these things declared to them. You see what I'm saying? And then another synonym to this word declare is trumpet. You see what I'm saying? So that lines perfectly up with what we're going into. You can jump back, brother.
All right, come on.
And I'm gonna get that word informed.
It's Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 7.
Yep.
So thou, O son of man,
yep,
I have set thee
yep,
a watchman unto the house of Israel.
See, come on.
Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth.
You see, so that because the Lord is going to declare it. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me watch this. Because what's a synonym to declare again? Trumpet, right? We get Amos 3 and what's that, 6? So the trumpet be blowing in the city. So the Lord, he's going to inform us by way of trumpet, right? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring this definition out. Inform. It says, give someone facts, look, or information. Tell. See, when you communicate, that's a form of telling. You see? You tell, look. Tell. Communicate, Salakia, Satan. Communicate information. You see? Communicate information. You see? So that's exactly what the Lord said he does when he declares. He's declaring, he's communicating, right? And it's a solemn, you see what I'm saying, message. It's a serious message. So that's when that message is serious, right? In the scriptures it talk about the trumpet being blown with it. And it's funny because another synonym to declare is trumpet. Now watch this.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city?
You see?
And the people not be afraid?
So how does the Lord blow the trumpet? Let me get Isaiah. You can hold that and we get Isaiah 58 more. Watch this. How does the Lord blow the trumpet in the city? You see? You got it.
Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Whose voice?
Lift up thy voice.
See? Like a what?
Like a trumpet.
So that's how the Lord, that's clearly the Lord telling that to whoever he's communicating to. He's declaring those things, right? The ending of things, from the beginning. He's declaring those things, those ancient declarations, if you will, to the mediums, which would be the prophets. You see what I'm saying? And he's telling them, right, when you bring it out, do it because it's serious.
God.
Right? So he's blowing the trumpet. So he like, when you relay the message, you got to blow the trumpet.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got to go about it in that way. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't get that, you know, and that's what we're going into tonight pretty much.
Lift up your voice.
Yeah, tell, communicate information, facts, or news. See that? To someone in spoken or written words. You can't make this up. You got the, what you just last read.
God. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6.
Yeah.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city?
So the city is the prophets, man. That's where the prophets are located. The city of Jerusalem. You see what I'm saying? And the city is also synonymous for the people of Israel. You see what I'm saying? When it talks about the city of Jerusalem, it's a lot of times it's synonymous with just the people. You know, it's not literally the city. You see, because the city is no more right now, as far as the location is concerned. You got it.
Con. Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Yep. So when the prophet bring it out, you see what I'm saying? It's solemn. He's declaring what the Lord has declared, right? What the Lord has communicated to him, as far as how things are going to end. You see what I'm saying? Because they you know, this is what the Father wanted from the beginning. Come on.
Con. Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
You see, because we only telling you what the Lord finna do, man. You see what I'm saying? The prophet not telling you what he got to do. He telling you what the Lord gonna do. Now we can drop all that and go back to Ezekiel.
7.
You got it.
It says, surely the Lord, our power, will do nothing.
It's beautiful.
But he revealed his secret unto the servants, and to his servants alike, the prophets.
There you go, man. So it's just that clear. So that's the medium, right? And in which those men, those mediums will be the prophets, right? Who come in the Israelite nation, and they simply just bring out what the Lord has declared, communicated to them seriously, right? For people to take it serious. You see? Come on.
Con. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 7.
Now what's another word for prophet? You got it.
Con. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them for me, from me.
So prophets are likened unto watchmen. Come on.
Con. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
You see what I'm saying? So it's that simple, man. So you have a job, man, to warn, to lift up your voice. We have a job it's an occupation to lift up your voice like a trumpet and warn the people. You see what I'm saying? Because if not, you know, people have excuses, and they could be spitting and not kept from the danger. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you go ahead and read the rest of that, brother.
Con. It's Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 8. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou does not speak to warn the wicked from his way.
From whose way?
From his way.
Come on.
That wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
Yeah, man. So we here to tell, you know, you men, women, and children out there, you know, even brothers in the truth. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. This is what the Lord said. You know? You got it.
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
And if you don't, right, now it's an excuse for his sin, the Lord gonna get you. So that's why we don't got, matter of fact, let me get that. I think that's Romans 2 and 10.
It's Romans chapter 2 and verse 10. Yep. So, but glory, honor, and peace to every man that worketh good, to the Jew first, and also to the Gentile.
Mm-hmm.
For there is no respect of persons with the Most High.
There you go. There's no respect of persons with the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So that's it, man. You know, that's the whole point. You can jump back.
Con.
Correct. We hey man. You gotta get told. You know, It is what it is. So this truth. The declaration is out to the men and women in the truth, not in the truth. You see what I'm saying? Period. You know. Like, look, bro. This what's up. This is what's going on. Why? Because there ain't no respect of person. So we know that's what that's saying. You know what I'm saying? You know? You got it.
This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 9. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his ways to turn from it.
So when you going off, you obviously in your way.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You keeping your ways. Right? And the Lord, he don't want to have to destroy you, man. You know? But at the end of the day, some men and women just not gonna get it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of the matter. That's what the lesson ultimately going into. We starting this, you know what I'm saying, with this first, by the Spirit. You know? Some men just not gonna get it, man. The Lord don't want to have to destroy you. Let's prove it real quick. Let's get Matthew 18, and I think that's 10. It's not the, might be 6, 18, 6. It's not the, any one of these little ones shall perish. You know, because who is that talking about? You know, who is the little ones, man? You got it.
Con. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones.
It's not that one. It's like it's let's see. It's not the will of your father. 14. That's it. Yeah.
Con. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 14. Even so, it is not the will of your Father, which is in heaven,
See that? Come on.
that one of these little ones should perish.
So you got to do. I was just reading that earlier, man. The Lord is going to require. You gotta tend to the flock, man. You see what I'm saying? And then really, if brothers and women ain't acting like sheep, they not a part of the flock. You see what I'm saying? Sheep don't, you know what I'm saying? You put them in order. You know what I'm saying? They get in order. Here it is, you acting like another beast of the field. You see what I'm saying? That's not a sheep. It's like how Esau covered himself as a sheep, but he a damn dragon. So if you go to, you supposed to be able to go to Mars. You see what I'm saying? The flock of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shah, man. They sheep. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If that ain't the case, that might not be a sheep. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and ultimately, this is just simply communicating. That's all we're talking about. You see what I'm saying? Because what the Lord said the job is, communicate. That's fucking it. You know what I'm saying? You got something?
No, we keep on going.
Alright. Let me get, I have something on the ground real quick. You know, but, matter of fact, let me get St. John 8. You can drop that, Matthew. It's St. John 8. You drop the Amos. Everything except the, Ezekiel.
Go.
St. John 8. And start at 43. Oh, for sure. You know, the Lord said is you supposed to be diligent to know the state of thy flock, man. You see what I'm saying? That's a part of it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of it. You got it.
This is St. John chapter 8, verse 43. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because you cannot hear my word.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know, obviously the Lord wants, it's about knowing what the hell is going on. You know? So when a brother don't know what's going on, sister don't know what's going on, It's because she ain't been allowed to hear. She don't have ears to hear. Ultimately going in to understand, man. You see what I'm saying? Now one time on that brother slide. So who was he talking to? He was talking to more Israelites. And guess what? They ain't acting like sheep. You see what I'm saying? You got it.
This is John chapter 8, verse 43.
Come on.
Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word?
See, we just talking about words, man. Communicating. That's it. Come on.
Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
Matter of fact, let me get that ain't the one I want. Matter of fact, let me get what's that? That's a good one, but that ain't the one I want. Let me get, I think that's Mark 10 and 34. St. Mark 10 and 34. Should be it.
Mark.
No, John 10 and 27. That's what it is. St. John 10 and 27.
This is St. John chapter 10, verse 27. My sheep hear my voice.
You see, he said his sheep hear his voice. So if you ain't hearing these words, you see what I'm saying, that the watchman bring it forth, like, look, bro, that ain't the goddamn sheep you going to, you dealing with. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
My sheep hear my voice.
Shalom, 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 shalom.
And I know them, and they follow me.
You see? And they follow me. You see, all we doing is talking about words. This ain't the ways of Esau. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all we doing. So if you can't follow the words of the watchman, right? That means you're not of the Lord's flock. You don't act like a sheep. You tell the sheep, like, yo, get in line. You see what I'm saying? Sheep like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You know, that ain't no sheep, bro. There ain't no goddamn sheep.
It's a little bit more on here.
You got it.
This is John, St. John chapter 10.
See, it's fairly simple, man. You got it.
Verse 29. No, it's like, my Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
So it's a simple indicating light. Like, you're going to know, okay. See, the Lord set it up easy for us. All you got to do is look for the indications. The sheep hear his voice. They're going to act like sheep. That's it, man. And then ultimately, you know, when it comes down to, it was all predestinated. It's an elect thing, man. So if they ain't of the elect, they're not going to act like it, man. It's just that damn simple. And how would the elect act? Like sheep. It's just that simple. Because ultimately, that's what it's being talked about right there. Those sheep are the elect. So if you're not deemed a sheep, you're not the elect. The sheep, the elect are deemed sheep. But that's it on that. We can go ahead and I'll grab something real quick. This is Proverbs 27 and 23. Proverbs 27 and 23. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks. You see? And look well to thy herds. You see what I'm saying? So you're supposed to, if you're a shepherd, you know what I'm saying, you've been set up to lead the Lord's sheep, man. You're supposed to be tending to brothers' welfare. You see what I'm saying? And sisters' welfare. You see? But what's the lesson of the video, man? Everybody got to work out, because at the end of the day, you ain't actually no goddamn sheep, man. You a grown-ass man and woman. You see what I'm saying? These are just spiritual, I believe that's the word I want, connotations, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You have a certain spirit, man. Right? You fit moving in accordance with the spirituality, messaging, declaration of the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Declaring just going in, the declaration is going into declaring, declaring is going into communicating, man. That's it. And taking that message that's been communicated, that solemn message that's been communicated to you, right, told to you, serious, right? Because it's only Lord, and He ain't having prophets come out about nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This shit is serious, man. But why don't you hear the words? Everybody won't hear the words. You see what I'm saying? Because simply, just to kill it, you ain't know the Lord's people, man. You ain't know the Lord's elect, man. You know, but nonetheless, man, if you set up to lead the Lord's flock, you're supposed to be looking to brothers and sisters' welfare, as I said. You see what I'm saying? So they that's just how it go. Because in the spirit, they set up for you to be able to do that. That's why the Lord likens them unto sheep. So you can come unto them. You see what I'm saying? And they receive you. What a sheep be like, no. Sheep don't even reject them when you put them to death.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So there ain't no goddamn sheep acting like that. Your job not supposed to be hard as doing that. That's why the Lord has such a vendetta with these niggas out here that's leading up the Lord's flock. Because they don't care about the Lord's flock, man. That's in Ezekiel, the 34th chapter, man. You see what I'm saying? That's in Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. It's all the same people, the false pastors, these damn these wicked shepherds, getting rich, letting the damn flock get scattered, get ate alive, because they're not tending to them. They're not knowing the state of the flock. You see what I'm saying? But there comes a time, as I said, these are just spiritual ways for you to get what's going on and how this thing works. You see what I'm saying? You still a grown man and woman, and you're just gonna have some individuals out here who not gonna get it, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you have the scripture written, which we'll get, is work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You see? Because at the end of the day, you gotta just put your goddamn hands up, man. That's what it come down to. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it come down to. It don't come down to nothing else. You want to finish that Ezekiel? I think that's pretty much it.
On Ezekiel?
Yeah.
Let me see.
So this is what the Lord requires of those that's, you know, dealing with something as delicate as his sheep. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yo, check on them. You see what I'm saying? See what's going on. Make sure they straight. Make sure they ain't going off. Make sure they don't take this. You got Nate telling them it's okay to take a vaccine. You see what I'm saying? You got fucking Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
Excuse my French.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn, his ass talking about he required his fans, which is a good portion of Israelites, to get the vaccine.
To come see him.
So that's why the Lord said the leaders of this people calls them the error. Therefore, they that are led of them are destroyed. You see what I'm saying? Paraphrasing. You know? It's crazy, man. So you men that know what's going on, you women that know what's going on, that ain't supposed to be the case here. You see what I'm saying? But if you ultimately don't want to hearken, well, the Lord said what's going to happen. Because the person that's trying to deal with you in this way, they just watching out for your head, man. You see what I'm saying? Because they know what's going on. So that's why the Lord said your eyes shall see your teachers. The Lord knows what's going on, man. Well, the Spirit of the Lord knows what's going on. You're supposed to be able to identify who's who, what's what. That's why he said, my sheep hear my voice. Now is the Lord physically down here in the form of his brethren. Right? The Israelite men set up right now, man. The true ones. That's the voice. Because it's just that simple. That's why you got all these Israelites that claim that it's truth and they follow Yahweh Basham Yahushua. That scripture's come to pass, man. But the ones that don't go on to hear it and keep following it, what it say, they not of the sheep. You see that? But I think it's a little more on that. So that's all one's trying to do, you know, is watch your head, man. You know? You have to be able to perceive who's who in these times we coming in. If you still, sir, you can't figure out who it is, well, you ain't been given the ears to hear the Lord's voice. Who's really the Lord? You see what I'm saying? That's why you got all these different congregations out here.
Right.
Everybody, and then a lot of them use the name Yahushua. Them AIUIC don't even use the name Yahushua. They know it, but they don't use it. You see what I'm saying? And you got all these, so those are people that can't hear the Lord's voice, man. Because it tell you in I believe that's Acts 4, there's only one name given under heaven by which we may be saved, man. So how the hell you think, why? If you know these words, this is of that voice. These are the words that voice speaks. You see what I'm saying? Why the hell would you be following somebody talking about Jesus Christ? Most High Christ blessed. Those people not of the Lord's sheep, man. You see that? And a lot of them are, and they're gonna come out at the last end. Cause those dudes is false prophets, man. That's just the bottom line. I'm gonna just say it straight up, man. They a false prophet. Period, man. I'm not trying to hear that. You ain't supposed to be telling our people to get no goddamn shot, man. It's okay if you have to get it. Man, that's some bullshit, bro. Once it's time to get on fire and say F your job, that's when you're supposed to say F your job. You see what I'm saying? If someone's forcing a vaccine on you, that's the time to say, I'm not taking it. You see what I'm saying? You're in a time of being forced to take a vaccine. You know the truth now. You're not a little kid going to the doctor getting a shot anymore. So those guys will be false shepherds that's talking about. And the Lord's going to get them. But all those people that's following, they are doing it because they can't identify the Lord's voice. They are not of the people. Well, they are of the people. Thy eyes shall see thy teachers, but that don't mean you're going to receive them. You see what I'm saying? So you got a bunch of people in this end time, well, you're going to have to figure this shit out yourself, man. You're going to have to figure out who the real men of the Lord are. You see what I'm saying? That's a scary game. It's this late in the game, you still ain't clear on it. You see what I'm saying? You still ain't clear. So you know what? Trying to put it to you, what is this, a bunch of arguing right now, man? That's all it is. We don't do that, man. We don't do all that. Matter of fact, we don't even need the Ezekiel no more. Matter of fact, no, we're going to finish that part so you can hear the blood part one more time. Let me get Philippians 2. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's the spirit.
It's Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not much more in my absence, work out your own salvation.
Not that one. Let me get 14. Do all things.
So like,
yeah, we get that one.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 14. Do all things without murmurings and disputings.
See, so we not here to argue, man. You see what I'm saying? Because we're going to work up to that. You know what I'm saying? We not here to argue, but that's what's going to happen with somebody who's still trying to figure out, well, what's the voice of the Lord? And you trying to tell them.
Right.
That's an argument. Who got it right? You see what I'm saying? Nobody got time for that shit, bro. This is the end. This is it, man. You know? I'm not putting a cap on it. You keep doing what you got to do until the end is here, man. For you know, it's over with. I'm not going to keep being one of these brothers out here putting out, we watch. That's all we got to do, man. And the things we bringing out now. So that's all these watchmen trying to do. Another name for prophets. You got the Ezekiel.
Yeah, I got something to add on to the last one.
You got it.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings.
Yeah, because that's vain babbling right there, man. You got it.
And oppositions of science, falsely so called.
You got it.
I'm just going on it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it's going into the to obey the profane and vain babblings. We just don't deal with that, and we understand that oppositions. We're talking about oppositions. You know, opposing forces of science, falsely so called, and that's
different doctrines.
Yeah, all those different doctrines. And it's crazy because it's dealing directly with what we're saying, like the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? We're not dealing with that. So we wouldn't, according to the truth, the doctrine, we wouldn't be going out our ways to go get no dang vaccine. You know, especially in the time that we watching so hard right now. You know? But yeah, that's...
And definitely if this is worthy to be talked about or not. You see what I'm saying? Somebody debating you about, you tell them like, yo, you need to get your shit together. You going off. You see what I'm saying? Or that's, if they not receiving that, that's vain babbling. Because that's an opposition. Because this clearly saying that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Because what do shepherds do? They lead the flock on the path so they don't what? Go astray. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody coming and want to argue whether or not that's important or not, you got niggas that really take up and go to back for IUIC and all these other people because, you know, you got brothers out here telling them like, yo, they need to teach you the name, man. And you got these simple lights, you see what I'm saying? Like, nah. Basically arguing with you. That's vain babbling and oppositions right there. Because they opposing you of science falsely called, which is pretty much coming with a different doctrine. You see what I'm saying? They coming with different doctrines than the only true doctrine. You see what I'm saying? So we ain't dealing with that, man. So that linked perfectly up, man. We don't argue, do nothing with disputes. We're not going to do that with you, man. You got this, Ezekiel. We can go ahead and get into this. Then we close out.
God, this is Ezekiel.
This is going to be a short one tonight.
Chapter 33, in verse 9. It says, nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity.
You see, that's going to be on your ass, man. You got it?
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
But you supposed to keep doing your job. Motherfucker make it hard, you know what I'm saying? That ain't a sheep. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Come on, man. You got it.
Therefore, thou, O son of man,
we don't do the arm wrestling. Come on.
Speak unto the house of Israel.
See?
Thus ye speak, saying, if our transgressions and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them, how should we then live?
That's it. So that's pretty much it. If you get warned about the things that's coming on, about the brothers that said the vaccine, you take it, that's on your ass, man. You see what I'm saying? You fall out, that's on your ass, man. You don't come in, you waited too long, that's on you. You see what I'm saying? You got your ass warned. We don't arm wrestle, man. Nobody got time for that no more. Because with you doing that, you taking time from yourself. Let's go ahead and grab the scripture, the Philippians. You got it.
So this is Philippians chapter 2, verse 12.
It ain't drawn out, man.
It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah. And what's salvation? Let me give Luke 1 and 68.
Okay.
You see, so you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. At the end of the day, that's on you. All right. You see what I'm You're a grown ass adult.
Exactly.
You know? You got it.
This is Luke chapter 1, verse 68.
Because you got to work out your own salvation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You trying to fight with a lamb. You like, man, okay, look, you ain't, you ain't getting nothing done, man.
Exactly.
You ain't got time for that, bro. You got it.
This is Luke chapter 1, verse 68. It says, blessed be the Lord, our power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up a horn of salvation for us, a horn of salvation, for us in the house of his servant David.
See, so the house of David, man. The 1/3, the house of David, the hopeful elect. You see what I'm saying? The remnant. You got it.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets.
The sheep, right? And look, we telling you that. So declaring that now. That's the house of David, the elect, the sheep. You see what I'm saying? It's all the same thing. You know? So you talking about the house of David, you talking about the remnant that would be left, the 1/3. You see what I'm saying? And whatever else I forgot, the hopeful elect. You see? You got it?
It says, and he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
You see? And telling you that's what it's going to come down to. But see, the thing about it, you don't know. So you just got to pretty much do the job duty to the best of your ability while you also being a part of that, hopefully. You see what I'm saying? So you can't let nobody get in the way of that. You see what I'm saying? That's the times we come into. But I'm gonna make it less about that, really, because it's a particular note I want to hit. You know what I'm saying, on this part of the song, if you will. You got it?
All right, come. It says, this is on Luke chapter 1, verse 70.
And that's not the particular note. You got it.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Like he said, you know, his declaration, how he declared things.
Come on. Beginning,
Yep.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
So that's what salvation is. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Being saved from your enemies. So we're in the times now where the devil, we literally in the book of Revelation, man. We're in the book of 2nd Ezra. You see what I'm saying? We pretty much in the Maccabees, the second chapter, Slaki, the 7th chapter, I believe. I don't know if it's first or second with the 7 sons. We're in the time of that being reincarnated, because history reincarnates itself. You see what I'm saying? They talk about the souls that were slain of the Lord in the 6th chapter of Revelation. And when you go into slain, it says tortured, physical harm, mortal. You see what I'm saying? And what happened in the Maccabees? They was, mutilated, dismembered. So you get your body, your spirit prepared for that. You need time to do that. So you ain't got time to be arguing. You need time to be working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You see what I'm saying? And that's going into also keeping up. We can hold scriptures, man. We ain't gonna do that. So that's going into, when you working out salvation with fear and trembling. Let me get Isaiah 33:6. That's we just hold that. That's pretty much only gonna be done by this, so I can further explain. So I can
break it out.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge.
Wisdom and knowledge, come on.
Shall be the stability of thy time.
So that's what's gonna hold you down to get saved, to position you to be saved. You see what I'm saying? Don't you know you got a whole house to be building and setting in order? So that's why the Lord said, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. We coming into the times where the damn internet gonna be gone. You're gonna have to be on the move like a pilgrim. The scriptures talk about that. Let me get that. I think that's 2nd Ezra 16 and 41. I believe that is. But all these different things, man, you got to do what the Lord says, and that's how you're gonna be working out your salvation with fear and trembling. Like I personally, I won't say personally, but you need to figure out how to not be getting sick out here. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You ain't got time. If that brother ain't figuring it out, that's on him, man. You see what I'm saying? You gotta work out your own, especially when you done told him.
Exactly.
That's on your ass. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Brothers ain't watching videos and stuff. Brothers ain't studying. Brothers ain't, or sisters. You see what I'm saying? That's on you. That we can go into that with Lot and his wife, man. Matter of fact, hold that, and let me get this link up perfect with Lot's wife. Be his pilgrims, 16 and you at? His pilgrims. Matter of fact, I think it's 15. It's a lot. 16. Salaki, bear with me 1 second. Bear with us 1 second. 16 and 40? Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word.
Mm-hmm.
Make ye ready to the battle.
So you got, look, see that? Make ye ready, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord talk about building your house upon a rock. That goes into Isaiah the 33rd chapter. Wisdom and knowledge being the stability at that time. Because he said at the end of it, those that hear his words and do it them, he going to liken him unto a wise man. You see? In order for you to have wisdom, you got to be wise. You see? wisdom and knowledge shall be thy stability, right? And that's what he's talking about. You getting stable. You setting yourself up the right way to not fall,
Right.
to not be taken.
Working out that salvation.
Working, putting the work in. You know what I'm saying? Fasting, locking in. You can't, man, listen, man. This is it. We trying to figure it out, man. You know? It's different when you got those that just naturally flow. But that's why that scripture is written. Because you got those that can't. You see what I'm saying? It's always a balance.
Right, they need that kick.
Yeah, but they pretty much, it's a lot of stifling. A lot of buffering. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just have, when you gotta just, like you got a movie downloaded and it skip at a certain part. Right. You just gotta skip forward past that part. That's it. That part would be likened to a man or woman who pretty much buffering and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you on a movie.
Right.
But we can't really,
Can't get nothing out of that part right
there. Yeah, we can't really deal with you because you're going to hold us back. We ain't never going to go on.
Exactly.
So we got to just skip past that part. You see what I'm saying? You still, now, maybe when we restart the movie, it be there and some shit. You see what I'm saying? But right now, we just going to jump ahead. That's pretty much what we doing in the spirit. We just going to jump ahead. That's when it's time when you got to know to do these type of things. You see what I'm saying? You got to get to it, man. Can't worry about this person doing what this person doing. You gotta worry about what you doing, man. You really can't worry about it, man. And that's even those that's, you men and you sisters that's, set up to know what's going on and spread the word. This is even for you too. You see what I'm saying? Because you working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You a sheep as well. Lord willing, you are the Lord's elect, right? All of us. So you gotta know. That's why he said wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability at that time. Because when you got all the tools, this the toolbox. Right. You see that?
Exactly. You gotta run to the store because your toolbox got all the,
and you gotta know.
Needs.
Yeah, and you gotta know when to go into and when to grab a certain piece.
Exactly.
If you don't got wisdom, you see what I'm saying? Like obviously, it's a time and a place for everything. To everything, there's a season, as the scriptures say. Like. It's a season for when you want to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You see what I'm saying? Because in the next breath, you do got to be looking unto the welfare of another. The scriptures tell you that, literally, man. And then those need to know. Then you got people that need to know who watch over their own souls. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, people don't even know that. Moms don't even know who watching for their souls, man. It says, let's get. You got it, Slocky.
Come.
You got it. And then you got the Lot's wife.
No, yeah.
You got the Ecclesiastes, though, Slocky. That's cool. You got it.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make ye ready to the battle.
See that?
And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
And making you ready to the battle is getting all the tools you need and seeing when that time comes, when it's time. Like once you get, if you got a bunch of different tools, but it's only certain time you use them.
Exactly.
And you be like, okay, now I need my hammer. Can you go give me my hammer?
Exactly.
You might be fixing something one night because this particular time you in, something went wrong. Right. Some particular went wrong or came up. So you might be like, okay, bring my screwdriver. I need my screwdriver.
You're not gonna grab a wrench to get a screw out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But the whole point is just understanding the concept of timing and what the Lord means by make you ready to the battle with the concept of what he's continuously speaking of, which is stability. You see him in building and working. You see what I'm saying? You got a bunch of tools that you simply, only bring out when a certain occasion for it arises. You have to know when that occasion is. It's like when you know a nail is up, I need my hammer. You see what I'm saying? You know when you might have plaster. Put a damn hole in the wall or something. I need my plaster.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta be like that with the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? And one of those tools, right, our spiritual tools, right, for now, which we need right now, I receive in the spirit, is working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Or at least, I ain't gonna say that for you right now, but this lesson being around for you to come back to it when it does present itself. You see what I'm saying? When do I need to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling? It's supposed to be something you perceive in the spirit. You see what I'm saying? You got it. The Ecclesiastes 3. You got it.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season, and time to every purpose under the heaven.
So everything that's been purposed for use, you see what I'm saying? It's a time for it. You see what I'm saying? It's a time placement for it. You see that? So that's how wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of your time, man. It's just that simple, right? When you making you ready to battle, you building your house a certain way, right? And obviously, you need all the things to build that house a certain way for the battle, right? Yourself a certain way, right? And then what's that last part on that?
It says, and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
That second Ezra.
So like,
that's cool. It's cool.
Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 40. It says, "O my people,
right,
hear my words. Make ye ready to the battle.
Right.
And in those evils,
you see, and in those times, those bad times, come on,
be even as a pilgrim. You see, upon the earth."
That's a tool. You see that you're gonna have to have on deck for your house when it's time you get the fuck up and get out of Dodge. You see what I'm saying? How you gonna do that? You dealing with you see what I'm saying? Here it is, you trying to see the rest of the movie play out, aka endure to the end, see the chariots come back and get beamed up, and you in the spirit still stuck. I'm gonna see if this part gonna finally kick in. I'm gonna see. Man, we ain't dealing with that. That's why the elder said in the spirit, if a brother can't get it, or if a nigga can't get it, we moving on, man. And that go for a woman too. Matter of fact, you got that. Luke 17 and 23. 32. And then that's gonna be pretty much it. You know? You got it.
This Luke chapter 17, verse 32. It said, remember Lot's wife.
See? And what went down during that time? Come on.
Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it.
See? So you got people who worry about the wrong goddamn things, and it's gonna get them hurt. That's ultimately what happened to her. That's what it's saying. Come on.
Exactly. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it.
You see what I'm saying? So Lot, he was willing to give up his life in Sodom and Gomorrah. You see what I'm saying? Because he was trying to save it. She was so caught up, she probably worried about, in the spirit, if you will, her flat screen.
Exactly.
Her hair, she left her fucking curling irons or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Type job, you know? And what happened? She caught up in that, she lost her life. And did Lot was concerned with that? Hell no, man. That's the time that was the time of working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Because the Lord already told you what's up. He already declared it. You see that?
Exactly.
He already declared it. Solemn. Solemn. See that?
Go back to the Luke.
Yeah, kind of. There's more on that.
Yeah, it's a lot. I was trying to find actual.
You talking about the account of
the actual account?
Okay, kind of.
Something in there.
Yeah, we can break it out if you want to. We can go ahead and finish this one. It's through 37, I believe. It should be. That's what it said. Through Luke 17, 32 through 37.
Icon. So Luke chapter 17, verse 32.
Yep.
Remember Lot's wife.
Come on.
Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it.
So you're gonna have people like that, because what is Lot? The Lord just told us in the New Testament, remember Lot's wife. Because why? Those same events gonna take place in this time, man. Motherfuckers gonna be worrying about the wrong thing, gonna be getting caught up out here.
History repeated, so
that's it. Reincarnation, man. You got it.
Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it.
You see that?
And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it.
Come on.
I tell you, in that night there shall be two men in one bed. The one shall be taken, and the other shall be left.
See? Because why? The Lord ain't leaving somebody that was doing what they're supposed to be doing. You see that? Come on.
Two women shall be grinding together. The one shall be taken, and the other left. Two men shall be in the field. The one shall be taken, and the other left.
People doing what they want to do. Come on.
And they answered and said unto him, Where, Lord? And he said unto them, Wheresoever the body is, thither will the eagles be gathered together. That's it.
All right. That's it on that.
I think that's Ezekiel.
If you have something you want. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. You know, so you're gonna have times like that, man, and that's why this lesson is a little critical lesson. You know what I'm saying? A little help by the Spirit. You know, it's you got a lot of brothers in the Spirit right now, pretty much going into what we going into as well with the going over the camps and who to stay away from and stuff like that. You see, it's kind of like what we going into.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But you really, and at the end of the day, the ultimate response to that will be this. You see what I'm saying? Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
God.
You know, because you got this message everybody keep putting out as if my camp right. Well, everybody not going to be right, man. And that's just the reality of the matter. And when you perceive that in the Spirit, that's when you do what the Lord says. You see what I'm saying? That's when you go to that toolbox, man. You can't be sitting up here talking about some, we here at Great Millstone when the elders saying, and it's not to cause no division or nothing. It's just the truth. A lot of people full of shit, man. The standard is Great Millstone, man. But everybody in Great Millstone ain't
living up to that standard.
Man, they ain't even sugarcoating. Everybody in Great Millstone ain't gonna make it, man. That's the reality, man. I'm gonna say it straight. And brothers know that, man. Period. Those that are living up to the standard, like the brothers have said, right? They have to perceive in the Spirit, okay, I just got to work on my own salvation with fear and trembling, right? Period. Not saying like you don't stand. Really, we just weren't. That's why all the brothers say we say the hopeful elect, man, because that's all it comes down to. The Lord done showed that with every single so-called camp. It only comes down to the elect, man. It don't come down to nobody else. The elect will be the elect, man. The elect gonna do what the elect do. The hopeful elect will put on, therefore, as the elect, man. They're gonna do the things the elect do. They're gonna carry themselves the way the elect will carry themselves. They're gonna dress. They're gonna be clothed that spiritual garment that the elect would have been that whole time. Looking back on it, once they have been revealed, they have been revealed of the Israelite nation. You see what I'm saying? So we ain't getting caught up in all that, man. You know? And the elder Tahar say that beautifully, man. He getting to the point where he's just gonna quit fucking talking, man. He gonna quit telling brothers shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He tired of telling guys the same shit. That's when he gonna work out his own salvation with fear and trembling. That ain't written for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. You know, and that's the reality of the Spirit, man. You know? It's like when Yahweh Shah was finna be delivered up and he seen nobody will wake up and watch with him. Exactly. He like, damn, y'all can't watch with me for a little. He like, man, he was like hurt, but he like, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He had to muster that shit up, man.
He had to go ahead and work out his own salvation.
There you go, man.
With fear and trembling.
He had to do what the Lord said, man. He wanted to pray to the Lord, man. So that's the reality of the matter, man. And if anybody say that's off, you a fucking demon. It's just that reality. It's just the reality of the matter, man. And excuse my language. You a goddamn demon. You damn woman. You damn kids. You gotta work. If they ain't getting it, they ain't catching up. We moving on like the elders have always said, man. You see what I'm saying? Everybody should know GMS got the truth, man. That's where you get the truth at, man. Period. But you still got those. It's always gonna be that buffer. Even if you got ones that know that. That don't mean you are the elect. That don't mean you know what I'm saying? What that mean? It don't mean nothing. What you doing? What you gonna do? You need to be worried about what you gonna do. And I need to be worried about what I'm gonna do. And then in the next breath, you do worry about the welfare of each other. You see what I'm saying? But you got it. You got anything else?
Kind of like a fact, but talks a lot.
Matter of fact, let me get the scripture that say, I got it. We'll close out on this. Matter of fact, I want to get another one too. We get two more. because a lot of brothers don't know this, man. Let me get Philippians 2 and 4. Bible Kashab. Okay. That's how you know we all Israel. Jake just beefing over the goddamn in Hebrews 13 and 17. Let me get that first. Hebrews 13 and 7. We start with that.
17 and 7.
13 and 17, it's lucky. But yeah, man, here it is. We having this big family, and we ain't, you know, in the spirit we not family. Physically we family, but in the spirit we not family. You teach us something else, you believe something else, we ain't family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's the issue. This shit come down to doctrine. You leave your wife because she don't, you know what I'm saying? Is that real? Because that shit is life or death. What the fuck you mean you eat octopus? You know what I'm saying? And you gonna keep eating it till the Lord come back. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Alright. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't saying do that. You know what I'm saying? She be pleased to deal with you. Keep dealing with her. She don't turn out of that. You already know you willing to leave her ass. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to be a pilgrim, she bull driving. She wanna eat one last hot octopus dish. She gonna get her ass destroyed. It's that simple, man. And that's the same way for you women who got men like that. Because it's the other way around, too. You got women that believe and they niggas want to keep eating bacon because he is simple nigga. The Lord going to destroy that man. You know you willing to leave him because you already know the men of the Lord is right. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
This Hebrews chapter 13, verse 17, it says, obey them that have the rule over you.
So, like, you know, brothers going into, you know, all these off-ass shepherds out here, man. The HOI, goddamn GOCC, AOI. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna throw. Really, IUIC, IUSPK, HOI, they go to hell off because they still teach the chip. Watchmen for Israel, y'all go to hell off because y'all don't teach the chip. You tell people don't get the chip, supposedly, but you don't believe that the mark of the beast is the chip. So what the fuck? What is it then? What time we in? Who else that I know go to hell off? Because I ain't gonna speak things without my measure, like the scriptures say. And that's the grace the Lord allowed me to do that right now, you know. But that's what I can think of off the top of my head. I stay the hell away from IUIC, ISUBK, HOI, and I don't know what AOI teach. I know they do the all black shit. That they look crazy with that. And then they cover their head, so they go off with that. So I'll throw them on there while they teach. Let me see. What's prophesying? You telling people the will of Yahweh about Shemiah Shah. You're not supposed to do that with your head covered. That's what prophesying is. Alright? And then that's what I can think of off the top of my head. I seen like brothers going into the priest Kahan right now too. They put him on the list. I don't know what they teach. I ain't never heard them teach some off shit. Right. I done heard them teach some, but it ain't nothing too, you see what I'm saying? That, you know, it ain't, not to sound lukewarm, but it ain't nothing I can think of that's like, you know, but those are the ones I say off top. So obey them, right?
Obey them that have the rule over you.
Right? You're supposed to know who has the rule over you. You see, the scripture say your eyes shall see thy teacher. So even with all these false niggas set up, you see what I'm saying? Because that's the balance. Because the Lord said there must be heresy among you to know them which are manifest. You can clearly see who a man of the Lord is with all this fuck shit out here. With all these fake men out here, man. Excuse my language. You got it.
Obey them that have rule over you.
Right? So those are the men that have been set up to teach with authority. You got it?
And submit yourselves.
Like a sheep, right? You got it?
For they watch for your souls.
For they watch for your souls, right? And right? Come on.
As they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief.
Because they got to give account, man. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be able to identify the people who have rule over you and submit yourself to them because they watching for your soul. Because they, in the spirit, the Lord's telling them they got to give account for those bodies, man. But if you don't want to adhere, you see what I'm saying? You ain't probably of the Lord's sheep, man. Motherfucker can't tell when, it's like they didn't know the Lord had rule over them. That's your whole Yahweh shot. And we was going into, you know what I'm saying? What that turned out to be. That's pretty much it. Did you finish that?
Fine.
You got the next one, last one.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 4.
Yep.
It says, Look not every man on his own things,
Yep.
but every man also.
Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick.
Mhm.
I got something. And then we close out on that. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. So Lord willing, has been edifying. This 1 Corinthians 11 and 19. It says, For there must be also heresies among you. You see that they which are approved. You see that may be made manifest among you. You see, made clear among you, those that have actually been given a license to lead. You see what I'm saying? That's approved. Because that's what approved you get on the road, having a license. You can't do shit with a permit. You see what I'm saying? We talking about license, right? Because you got a lot of fake ass people out here. How they came is crazy. How they came together, how they came is, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's what up to them and the Lord. But the Lord simply said He put fake out here to show you real. He put real out here to show you fake. You see? You got it.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 4.
But if you can't get it, right? A brother job, sister job, show you that, right? Because you got the older women supposed to be teaching the younger women.
Mm-hmm.
If whoever it is, they can't see it. You see what I'm saying? Watchers, probably new listeners can't see it. You gotta, at the end of the day, move on, man. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, because you're a part of that pack. You see what I'm saying? Ultimately, because yeah, you liken up to a shepherd, but we got one shepherd. Mm-hmm. You see that? So you are the sheep too. At the end of the day, come on.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 4. Look not every man on his own things.
So this is why we went into this, because it's to help brothers, because we coming into a crazy time right now where, you know, brothers, you know, and sisters need to develop wisdom, man, or you ain't gonna survive. You see what I'm saying? It's just that simple. So I ain't looking onto my own things, man. You know, it's what's needed to be said. That's what we're supposed to be speaking, and that's what the Lord declares. What's needed to be said and known. You got it?
But every man also on the things of others.
See? So real men of the Lord are gonna be not looking on his own things, but on the things of others. That link perfectly up with the harmony of the scriptures. Be diligent to know the state of thy flocks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you make sure you good, but you need to be looking at, you see what I'm saying? Those that are in the truth. Those that are trying to come in. You see?
It says, let this mind be in you.
Let what mind?
Let this mind be in you.
See that?
Which was also in Hamashiach Yahushai.
See that? That's why he was healing so many people. He's looking onto the welfare. Did you read that part? Look to the welfare of others. 2 and 4.
No, it's not. It's not in there.
It's supposed to be in there. It's all good. I'm probably thinking this. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, man. So that's pretty much it. You know, make sure this ain't it right here. So you read that one more time.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 4. Mm-hmm. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach Yahushai.
See that? So man, at the end of the day, you gotta know on this. You gotta work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You gotta know when to do that. So that's the whole message, right? Let's see if the brother, cause my eyes fucked up, bro. Let's see if he put something up and then we close out. You know, shit fucked up. So everybody don't watch for your soul, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know the game, man. You gotta know this truth. How this thing work. You can't be naive out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't hustle the truth. You can't front. You can't do none of that, man. You gotta know what the hell is going on. That's what the Lord requires, man. You know, but if you stuck, you can't get it, and you trying to figure it out yourself and all this other shit. That man's talking to, you know what I'm saying? The Ak, he talking about some, man, I'm trying to figure out how y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't how that go. You know what I'm saying? One thing you could just put yourself in a room and just go read, and it's going, you know what I'm saying? That's like pretty much saying you can do what the men did that wrote the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, man. That is multiple ways how things come about, but there's one protocol. You see what I'm saying?
It's just a lot of reiterations.
Okay, Con. You got the lead, and then you got the lead. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got those that are led and those that get lead, and then really you leading when you getting led. You see what I'm saying?
Con.
Because if a sheep see the herd leave, he gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he waiting to hear the voice, but he might, you know what I'm saying? Like, he not gonna stop because he know the herd is still going. So when that's all everybody play a part, man. And then that shows those that's leading, they doing the right goddamn thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's all, man. But at the end of the day, you got some that ain't gonna get it. There's gonna be blood on your head because all we talking about is simply giving messages, whether you receive them or not, telling you what's going on, how you need to be, what this needs to be. You see what I'm saying? What's required. If a person, man, woman, cannot receive that simply, right? Those, which are words that's gonna save your life or bring you death, that blood gonna be upon your own head, right? You see what I'm saying? So, Lord willing, this has been edifying. You got anything else, brother? Got something?
That's what the brother had.
You got it.
So this is what the brother War Israel posted. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 15. It says, meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all.
Yeah, because it's a process, man. Trust the process. A part of the process is meditating. You see what I'm saying? A part of taking one thing and adding it or timesing it, you see what I'm saying, with something else, it always comes out to equaling something. You see what I'm saying? And that's the profiting, right? What it brings forth for you, if you will. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, just trust the process, man. And that's a part of it, knowing when to, do these things, man. And we definitely in that time now, brother. If everybody else ain't seeing, damn, if they go that way, they don't see that bomb finna come. You need to be taking your ass the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need to be taking precautionary steps for you not to, you see what I'm saying, get sick. You need to be taking to, build your immune system. For you to really build up and get this rolling, you need to do the things for you. You can't wait on the team. That's why you have the greats that go to the gym early.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They working out their own salvation with fear and trembling. They don't want to stink up the place come game time. You see what I'm saying? You ain't worry about if everybody else fasting. You need to be praying. You need to be fasting. You need to be watching the videos. You need to be listening. You see what I'm saying? You need to be finding out the breakdown to this is. Asking brothers that know. That's how it go. You see what I'm saying? Especially because that ain't lie, they ain't giving it to everybody. Everybody think they break the scriptures down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The scriptures clearly tell you that ain't the case. Period. But if you don't get it, hey, if everybody don't receive that, but you do, and it's gonna cause, a buffer, you need to just work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Whatever you need to do to be saved, right? For you to be saved after you intended to the welfare of others, but it ain't getting you nowhere. Go ahead, So that's it, man. I think the message should be clear. Lord willing, has been edifying. Give our honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahakwa Dashrakah.
Shalom.